to good health, wealth, abundance, manifestation, these visions coming alive.
So what can I say to you? I'm up there, got you far back. You got everybody thinking I'm all right. I was always holding you down. You down.
Dr. Healy, make sure you close my door.
Pressure just keep bad. Don't just keep bad. We was living fast. So give me time. All these people know it's not. I'm sorry, I'm so fast.
I don't be sorry for it. I'm a hometown hero. CeeLo, these niggas do anything for some CEOs.
They were saying about some free cars.
I know, this nigga's worse off. Maybe not so silly. Reality is turned off. Who the fuck knows? I just make songs. Well, my songs, how we can go. Fuck them, brother.
You wanna be my hero. You want me to have.
Now that's nuts, Lily.
We're taking us. We're taking us for life. It's only you. It's only me. It's only us at the end of the night. I'm wondering you couldn't tell me anything. How you talk so much it drives me insane. You so quick. So what can I say to you? I'm up there, got you far back. You got everybody thinking I'm all bad. I was always holding you down. You down. But it's 6 more days. What is love? Love, what is love? What is it for tomorrow? Our pressure just keep adding. Then we just keep adding. We was living fast. So anytime. All these people always lying. I'm sorry, I'm so fly, so I don't be sorry.
I was counting zeros. I'm a hometown hero. Niggas, like CeeLo. These niggas do anything for some C-notes. At what cost?
That Mercedes buy some free cars.
I know, this nigga's worse off. Don't make no sense though. Reality is turned off. Who the fuck knows? I just make songs. Well, my sound childish again. Fuck everybody.
You wanna be my hero. You want me to help. This shit to help. You want me to run last. This is my last. I do. Sometimes I wanna beat your ass. Wait. But you know I won't do that. So I say, hey. But if I ain't changed shit up on mine. You see the pattern, can't think a nigga doing time. Is your brother? What we see ain't what it seems. More feels girl, what is love? What's the word of love? What we see ain't what it seems. More feels girl, what is love?
That's nuts, Lily.
What's left of us? What's left of our lives? It's only you, it's only me, it's only us at the end of the night. I remember when you couldn't tell me a thing. How you talk so much, it drives me insane. But you so quick. So what can I say to you? I'm up there, got you far back. You got everybody thinking I'm all bad. Ain't not true. I was always holding you down. You down. They see ain't what it seems. More feels girl, what is love? Love, what is love? But we didn't continue on without it. But our pressure just keep adding. Then we just keep adding. We was living fast. So anytime. All these people always lying. I'm sorry, I'm so fly, so I don't be sorry.
I was counting zeros. I'm a hometown hero. Niggas, like CeeLo. These niggas do anything for some C-notes. At what cost?
That Mercedes buy some free cars.
I know, this nigga's worse off. Don't make no sense though. Reality is turned off. Who the fuck knows? I just make songs. Well, my sound childish again.
Alright.
Fuck everybody.
They clearly are. Hi, you guys. Getting ready for bod. About to clean my. I just got done oiling up, taking a shower, so I'm about to do my face. About to clean my piercing because my piercing has been. I don't know if you guys ever had an eyebrow piercing, but this bitch, it takes forever to heal. But I wanted to talk to you guys while I was getting ready for bed. When you have done all the healing, you have really worked on yourself, and you decide to halt and wait for someone that chooses that they do not want to heal, grow, has self-development, emotional maturity, and just elevate their lives, you are making a choice when you wait on them to hold your growth back, to actually not grow as well. The thing about healing that I've learned on my journey is that anytime that I am putting somebody else's needs or waiting for other people to come to the level that I'm at, to the frequency, the energy, or physical level that I'm at in my life, whether it's financial or any level that I'm elevating to, and that person is deciding to either stay the same or go lower, anytime I decide to stop myself and wait for them, is actually pulling my energy down with them. I learned this in my marriage as I was going through this healing journey and finding out that I needed to heal myself, take care of myself, and I wanted to grow. I think that's normal. I think that's normal to want not even a romantic partner, but anyone that you are in a relationship that you're really close with to grow with you, whether it's a best friend, a sister, a mom, it does not matter. When you're growing and you're elevating, you want the same thing for other people. But what I have to learn is that anytime that I am stopping my growth, waiting on other people to grow, and stunning myself and holding myself back for other people, I am dimming my light, and I'm actually doing a disservice to me. It's actually a self-betrayal, and it's betraying yourself, because God is trying to elevate you and take you to new heights because you're ready. You're ready. You've done the work. You've done the healing. You've did the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, all the things. And God is trying to elevate you, maybe in the physical form. Maybe He wants to bring some of your intentions, manifestations that you have down to real physical earth. And He wants you to do that, but you have other people around you that's not ready to grow and that you're waiting on. It was so hard because I loved my partner. We have kids together. We had built a life, and I wanted us to elevate. We talked about our future, and then here was the time to grow and actually put in the words and actions together and do what needs to be done. And here he was, not going the same way that I was. He was actually going the opposite. He was not even just staying the same. He was actually going a little bit lower. And I was realizing that I was growing. I was healing. I wanted peace. And me and him are just, we started to not even be on the same frequency, the same energy, and I didn't know how to handle that. Your heart is set on this person changing and doing better, growing. It's frustrating. It's really painful because there's a lot of realizations, things that you have to come to and realize that that person is just not ready to elevate. And it was hard for me because we have kids together, because we decided to build the life together. But when this person was not ready to grow, and God kept showing me that, the longer you stay, the longer it's going to take you to get to where you need to go, because you're ready. And the more painful it's going to become. And that's what happened. There was another incident that happened. I ended up, that he got into, that was real bad. And I'm not going to obviously go into detail because it's not my business to tell, but I didn't have no choice but to let go, surrender, and to move forward without him. I had to make a decision, and it was not easy. It was not easy making a decision to move on without the person that you've envisioned your life with. But it had to be done. It had to be done. And I've been continuing to do that. And I have days where, it's easier, and I have days where it's not. But I've been sticking to my guns for the past year, for the past 6 months, not a year, but 6 months. And it's been helping me. It's been allowing me to set boundaries. It's been allowing me to keep my peace and to focus on myself and focus on my journey. Because what I had to realize that we, including you, we can't save people, okay? No matter how much you wait for them, no matter how much you do all the things and try to help that person, we all have a choice on our healing journey. We all have a choice of what we decide to do, whether we decide to heal or whether we decide not to. I'll turn you guys this way, towards the camera, towards the mirror. We all have a choice, okay? And his choice and my choice were two different choices. And sorry, I'm charging my phone. I got my charger going from right here all the way down to here. But his choice and my choice were two different choices. And it wasn't easy to accept that for myself. I'm just using some Survey Acne Foaming Cream Cleanser. I've been recently just on this journey where I'm like, I made the decision. I'm not waiting on anybody to heal, to move forward, to take care of myself. God is showing you ready to grow, you're ready to elevate, and you're ready for better and your abundance and blessings. You got to trust God. You can't sit there and wait on another person that's not ready because they haven't grown or because they're not ready to do the work. And I had to have that conversation with myself, which was not easy, okay? Wasn't easy, but once you get to that point of making your mind up, and once you start really putting in the work to center yourself around you, it gets better. But the hard part is you have to continuously keep choosing yourself over and over and over again. You have to really be determined to make the decision that you want to move forward, and you're going to continue to take one step out of another each day. And it's not easy. It comes with tears. I'm sorry to break it to you, and I don't want to lie to you and say, oh, it's perfect and everything was so perfect and I knew and I did it with determination and I didn't cry and I didn't have hard times and I wasn't depressed. That would be a fucking lie. I went through depression. I went through anxiety. I went through fear. I had to face my fear. I showed up. I had to still show up to work. I was going into offices. People were wondering at work why I would want to go to an office and work to myself. And it was because I was going through so many hard things. I was going through a depression where I didn't want to be around other people. I didn't want to sit around them. And not because of them, but because of what I was going through. I was going through some heavy things. It was hard for me to keep putting one step in front of the other step. In front of the other foot, in front of the other foot. And it wasn't easy. And, you know, when you're at work, I'm not close with anybody at my job. So I had to, even though I'm working with these people, I had to come in every day, good morning, everyone, and act like sunshine and motherfucking rainbows, even though inside I felt like a motherfucking hurricane, tornado, and a motherfucking volcano erupted inside. I was really going through a real live internal pain. I was going through the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. And it's not to exaggerate. I know people get on the internet and say those things all the time, but being with someone that I known for over 20 years, that we've had over 13 years of marriage, we've been together for almost 20 years, basically, in a relationship, committed relationship. Well, it's committed on my end. And then all of a sudden, I can't speak for nobody else. I can only tell you my part on that. And then suddenly that's ripped apart, and you find out the foundation of that relationship was not healthy, and you need to, you know, make the decision to leave. It wasn't fucking easy. I was going to keep these eyebrows on because I have a meeting early in the morning, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just do that. It wasn't fucking easy, bro. Look at those eyebrows. It wasn't fucking easy at all, bro. I cried so much. I remember being in the office crying, and there's been times when I cried in front of my coworkers and they were just like, what's wrong? They didn't know. They didn't know I was overwhelmed and I was going through some real shit, because honestly, I didn't tell people my business. You know, I'm a very private person. I'm a Scorpio. I don't tell people my business. But, you know, it was not easy. So people make it seem choosing yourself, oh, it's so easy, it's so fun, it's so self-love. Loving yourself, having self-love, choosing yourself, that shit ain't fucking easy. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you. That shit was painful. Bitch, crying on the way home from work, on the way to work, thinking about this person visiting you in your dreams spiritually. Child, I was exhausted. No, deep down in your heart, you know, in your spirit, your gut is telling you that you're making the right decision, even though it feels like you're making the fucking opposite decision. Ooh, those eye boogers. One thing about contacts, you get eye boogers all the time. It wasn't fucking easy, okay? So I just want to let you know, like, if you're on a journey where you have a partner or you have someone that you love in your life, it does not have to be a romantic partner, but someone in your life that you really care about, and you're in a space where it's like you're ready to grow and God is trying to open up doors for you, but then you have these people in your life that may not be ready for that. You know, or they have more growing to do, or they have their own choices and they decide they're making the choice to not grow. You have to put yourself first. The glow recipe, I love this stuff. It lasts a fucking long time too. And I do skincare pretty consistently. So I do skincare morning and night. This is the toner. And the thing about growth, it's a choice. And a lot of times people think that it's like you can heal someone, you can carry them with you. No, you can't. And if you do, you know, if God allows you to do that, He will allow you to learn a hard lesson through that. Bitch, I ain't trying to learn that goddamn lesson. You about to ruin my empire. I've seen people carry their, you know, toxic husbands, toxic wives, sisters, mamas on their journey to success because they say, that's my mama, I want to take her with me. Guess what? And I've seen that mama, and I've seen them sisters and husbands and all them go right ahead and fuck up all their shit. Be the toxic, nastiest, darkest energy around them. You ever seen that? Where a person is a good person, you can tell they actually are healed and have done the work, but then the person that they're holding on to them so tight, that person is so toxic. That's how it was with me and my partner. And it sucked because I wanted him to come with me. I wanted to make space for him, but he showed me several times that he wasn't in the right space to do that. He wasn't in God kept showing me, and I kept, you know, saying, show me another sign. I don't believe that sign. Show me another sign, because, you know, we do that shit too. Show me another sign. Oh, 1111. Oh, no, that's not that sign. Show me 555. Oh, show me this. Show me a bird flying on, you know, just some random shit. God will show me all of it. And I still didn't want to believe it. And that's the thing, is sometimes God will show you the clear signs right in front of your motherfucking. God be like the Cardi be like bitch, hello. And the sign that I still didn't get it. Did you see it? Because I didn't get it. And I'm going to use this nighttime Survey skin renewing retinol serum. Put that on my face. I haven't used this in a minute. I need to use some. There we go. So God will show you the sign right there in your face. So when God shows you the sign, believe it. You know, and I get it. Sometimes we need to see it a couple times, but believe him when he's showing you. Your gut feeling, the feeling. Sometimes your body will tell you before. Your body will show you that that person is not ready to grow, and you can't, you know, God's ready for you to go. And you are wondering why your stomach hurting all the time, why you're anxious, why you feel fearful, why you're having all these overthinking, confused. And that's because God has, you're around someone that God's trying to remove you from, and you're not listening. You're not being obedient. You cannot make someone heal. You cannot make someone make the decision to do better and want better. They have their choice and you have yours. You can't make someone do that. Perfect. While I was getting ready for bed, I was like, let me come on here and drop a little message on YouTube for the girls and the guys, you know, just to like check in and let you know, like, if you're in a space of you've been waiting for someone, or you've been wanting someone to change with you or to bring people with you, just know you're in a space where you need to keep moving. And if that person is meant to go with you, that they will eventually come along. It may not be right now, it may not be a year, it may not be 2 years, it may not be 10 years, but that what's meant to be will be. And I had to learn that. Like, you have to allow the process to unfold on its own. You don't get to dictate if this person is coming now or later or ever. And everybody has their own choice to heal, and that's a personal choice. So pretty, bro. Look at them. Ooh, TikTok shop. I'm gonna get my stand up so I can get everything linked so you guys can be able to go on there. But yes, Nelvesta on TikTok. Clock it. Click TikTok shop to get me together, baby. But I love you guys. Okay, and I will see you guys very soon in the next video. See you.